Okay, Jonathan, we're probably the only folks out there selling plant material to landowners and sportsmen that have ever used the word provenance, and I've heard you use it a lot. So please explain to me what provenance is and why it's important.
It's a very important term to understand and put to practice, really. As a landscape contractor, I've dealt with a lot of plants that didn't belong in the place where I planted them, even though they were species that seemed to make sense for that area. I would say there's a hierarchy of concerns or criticality of suitableness, if that's a real term. First would be USDA hardiness zone, and that's the one everybody knows. You don't put trees that are going to freeze in the wrong place. So that's pretty well defined and understood by most everyone, growers and installers and homeowners. But provenance, depending on the species, can be very tricky and critical. In some cases, an oak species that does phenomenally well in an area will not do well with the same species if it was grown in a different area. For instance, if we're going to plant a shoe-marred oak in Austin, Texas, you would not go and source that plant in South Florida.
Right.
Different soil types, different microclimates, and a species that is sensitive to those issues. So in our algorithm for determining suitableness for a region to that plant, we're going to take that into consideration. We're going to find out where you are, and we're going to know, our algorithm's going to know that this plant is sensitive to provenance, and we're going to make sure that we match that up. What it may do is eliminate some species from a zone that may otherwise be okay from a hardiness zone perspective. But I think that's critical to these guys having the best chances for success the first time.
Yeah, we're not in the business of selling something to somebody that won't live. I had a guy call me one time and heard about blueberries, and he was in Dallas, Texas, which has a very basic soil, and he wanted to grow blueberries in Dallas, Texas, and I had to tell him, no, you can't do it. It will not grow there. And he just got mad at me like it was my fault that he was trying to grow something where it shouldn't be grown.
Yeah, you know, understanding the genetics and just the experience of plants in certain areas and soil types and microclimates goes a long way. So if you have any additional questions about provenance or suitability of a plant in your specific area, we've got a lot of information on the website. Don't hesitate to contact us either via email or don't hesitate to call. We want you to have the best experience possible.